just when you thought it couldn't get better, just when you thought that the Denver Nuggets were down and out. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. If you would have asked me, I thought that after the Nuggets had given up a 24-8 lead to start the fourth quarter, Joker goes out up. He's 17. They're plus 17 in the minutes he plays through the first three quarters. He goes out of the game with a 5-point lead, comes back in. They're down 3 points. And the Warriors, they overtake the momentum in the game. And at that point, everybody and their mama thought that the Golden State Warriors were going to run away with this game. And then the man himself puts the team on his back. And he absolutely looks Steph Curry and everybody else in that roster dead in the eye and said, I'm about to take everything you got out your pockets. And Nikola Jokic dominated the fourth quarter. Three-pointers, middies, to the rim, free throws, blocks, steals, pick and roll defense, you name it. You said I couldn't play D. Come face me in the paint, get a block. Yo, what an excellent, excellent game. Jamal Murray didn't shoot well, but you want to talk about making the block of the season. Peyton Watson got 2. Jamal Murray now has the third most impressive and most important block of the season. Jonathan Kuminga gets a free run at the rim off of a great pass from Steph Curry, and it doesn't matter because Jamal Murray doesn't quit on the play, makes an excellent defensive play. And the Denver Nuggets, they get a win, 119-115. Y'all know what time it is, live at Ball Arena. Let's get it. Yes, sir. The Denver Nuggets, they get a win here at Ball Arena, 119-115 in a masterclass performance from the best player in the world. I'm telling you right now. Everybody's like, where are you at? I'm at Ball Arena. I'm literally at the game. I'm looking at the court right now. They're putting stuff up, getting ready for the Colorado Avalanche. My boy Anilo with Mile High Sports is over there doing his show. Ryan Blackburn, Matt Moore, Adam Modden, everybody is inside of the press conference room right now. We just got done watching an excellent game. Just a dominant, stupendous game from the Denver Nuggets, from Nikola Jokic. Great defensive possessions from Jamal Murray. Great defensive possessions from Aaron Gordon. Great defensive possession from Peyton Watson and Christian Brown flying all over the place. Y'all, this was a spectacular game. I'm telling y'all right now, man. This team, they got stuff to figure out. They definitely got stuff to figure out. But look, it's there. The ingredients are there. The stuff that you need to win championships is there. And I get it. It didn't look pretty. Y'all, I was so frustrated. I got so frustrated at one point in time in this game because I'm over here looking like, why in the world? How is Joker a plus 15, a plus 15, a plus 17, and you get back in the game and you're down and you're losing? How is that possible? How is that possible? But then again, this has just also been the story of the Denver Nuggets this year, man. They have not found ways to win possessions without Nikola Jokic going absolutely crazy. And again, it's not what you want to see. You want to see more. You want to see better from the team. You want to see them put it together. You want to see them step up to the plate and make plays without Joker having to be in the game. But again, unfortunately, until we get there, this is just going to be the situation. But y'all, look how great Joker was. And I want to shout out to Coach Carl, man. Coach Carl was one of the first ones when I first came up in this business to put me on. Coach Carl and I have had a good relationship, positive relationship ever since. Swipa really became into existence on the NBA side. But he's right. Jokic should be preparing to win his 5th MVP in a row. His 5th MVP in a row. That's how good Joker's been. That's how good Joker has been so far this year. Just incredulous gameplay for Joker. I'm telling y'all, man, if you just get a chance to sit back and watch the way he was able to dominate this game from the inside out, it was exceptional. Like the level of consistency that he shows on a night-to-night basis. I don't know what's going on. Ball Arena ain't got no service, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show y'all some graphics, trying to show y'all some information. Ball Arena is not letting it happen today, so I apologize for the way the show and everything looked, but it is what it is. I wish I could turn the camera around and show you that I'm literally at the arena right now. But again, just an excellent game all the way across the board. It was really just a phenomenal game. But I want to just go ahead and read this off there real quick. The game log. Steph Curry tonight, by the way, 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 of assists. 8 of 23 from the field, 4 of 15 from 3. He did well. He did really well. Steph Curry did well versus the bench unit today. Versus the bench unit, he was really good. But versus the starters, man, the starters, they really made a living out of putting the clamps on him as much as possible. As much as possible. It was just a really, really good defensive game, but he was a great playmaker. Steph Curry truly has a passing bag that is not utilized like this often, but today it was. And it was a really good playmaking game from him. But on the Denver Nuggets side, Nikola Jokic plays 40 minutes tonight. He plays 40 minutes. He ends up with 38 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists, 14 of 24 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 1 block and 5 steals. 5 steals tonight for Nikola Jokic. Just a dominant game. Just a dominant game. And again, I wish y'all could see this. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, again, we have Ball Arena. Like, there's literally nothing I can do about it. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, but there's nothing I can do. I can't even take the black off so that y'all can just see the graphics and all that stuff, man. Like, it's crazy out here. All right, camera's back. It's mad pixelated, but it's back. But look, dominant game for Nikola Jokic. Just an excellent game. 38 points. 14 to 24, mad efficiency. He was the best three-point shooter on the court. Him and Aaron Gordon tonight, 3 of 4 from 3. And again, how dominant was Joker? Joker was a plus 23 in a game they won by 4 points. And for me, that's disgusting. And I was genuinely frustrated. Genuinely frustrated today because what I was watching from the Nuggets when Joker left the court. They're not able to put together good offensive possessions without Joker. It would be one thing. Like, it would be one thing if they were able to, like, at least if they're giving up points and not rebounding, they're finding ways to score, get downhill, create open three-pointers, and convert. But they weren't. And so this has just been a common theme with this team, that as soon as Joker goes out, they're not finding ways to create quality looks for themselves. And it's really frustrating that he's a plus 24 or plus 23, and they win by 4 points. Christian Brown today, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 of 7 from the field, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. And then he also had 3 turnovers today. He was a plus 23. His minutes were basically paired with Nikola Jokic. Honestly, not a great Christian Brown game. Defensively, he was everywhere. The last possession he had that meant the most was the dive that he had on the court for a loose ball. It was crazy. It led to a jump ball situation. It looked like he got a timeout when he got the ball on the ground, but he probably dove like 8 feet, y'all. Like, he gave his whole body for that play. He put his whole body on the line in order to win that possession. So shout out to Christian Brown, man. Like, that's just stuff. That's stuff you need to win games. It's really that simple. That's stuff you need to win games. And when you can put yourself in a situation where you're diving on the ground and you're able to make moves like that and you're able to make winning plays like that and key contributions to winning basketball, and you're not even scoring at a crazy level, like, again, man, like, that's the stuff you win championships with. Straight up. That's the stuff you win championships with. That's the stuff that you need on your roster in order to be able to flourish. And especially, y'all, you know, when your second best player is just not having his best shooting performance, he's not scoring as well as you would want him to score. There's just a lot of things that are not happening on Jamal Murray's end. But again, shout out. Yo, this is crazy. What is going on with Ball Arena? Let's see. Switch it out. Hopefully it will unfreeze here. Bad service. Shoot, let me know if it comes back on, y'all. Here we go. All right, we back. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to put this up. Hopefully this works. That way y'all ain't got to keep looking at all this pixelated stuff, man. But just a great game from Christian Brown defensively. Offensively, didn't do a whole lot today, but I think he did enough in order to help them win. And that's really the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. It was just a really, really good effort game from Christian Brown today. Shout out to him. Made some really, really, really big plays. Really, really big plays. All right, yeah, we're just going to put this up. We're just going to put this up, y'all. We're just going to put this up. because I don't want y'all talking. Swipa, we can't see nothing. Swipa, it's terrible. Swipa, the service is terrible and all that stuff. Well, this is what we're going to look at. I'm going to go down here to the corner. Yep. But just a great game. Great defensive game, Christian Brown. Jamal Murray. I'll say the positives first. Made an elite defensive play. Jamal Murray made an elite defensive play today. Like, that's a big deal. You know, Jamal doesn't always have things going offensively, and that was clear as day today, that he did not have things going for himself offensively. But on the other end of that, he was able to play really good defense down the stretch. The last 5 minutes, Steph Curry was hunting him. And Steph Curry, you know, I think he won one possession legitimately. He got a pass off of one of them that led to some points. He got another one where he drove to the basket, and he got like a turnaround over his right shoulder for a midi fade. It was just a great shot. But outside of that, Jamal Murray locked in and locked up. Like, his pick and roll defense was good. He was trying to get around the screen, and the Nuggets felt comfortable with isoing him on Steph Curry. And you know what? I gotta say, he did well today. He did his job, and he won those possessions. But again, 4-12 from the field, 12 points from your second highest paid player. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough, y'all. I don't want to keep harping on it. I've said this, I feel like 1,000 times. You can't have that. The good thing is he only took 12 shots today. He wasn't even second on the starting group in shots. That went to the second best offensive player tonight. We'll get to him in a minute. But again, Jamal Murray, really good defensive possessions, 12, 3, 7 assists today, +4, 1 minutes. Aaron Gordon, 33 minutes played in his second game back, 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. He was 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He was a +13 and played really, really good defense. Wow. Really good defense from him. And this 3-point shot, this 3-point shot from Aaron Gordon is real. This is his second game back, and he was 3 of 4 from 3. Come on now. Great game from Aaron Gordon. Michael Porter Jr., 31 minutes, 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. 8 of 14 from the field, just 1 of 3 from 3. Not a lot of 3-point attempts, but 7 of 11 from 2. You love it. 5 of 6, 83% from the free throw line. And then he was a -1, but he was staggered with the bench unit. But he was the second best player on the court tonight, I think, for the Nuggets. And especially in the second half. He was cooking. He started making a lot of really tough shots, contested shots, and he was getting to the basket. And to get 6 free throws off Michael Porter Jr. is really important. And again, when you don't have consistent shot making from your second best player, you need it from somewhere. Michael Porter Jr. did that. 8 of 14 is the real deal. Michael Porter Jr., he had a possession where he tried to throw it to himself off the backboard. It ended terribly. But he was able to come back on the next play in transition. There was a missed layup by a Nuggets player in transition, and then Michael Porter Jr., he was able to put it back with a dunk. So just great effort from him all the way around. And Porter looks good, man. He's playing well this whole year. For the most part. Off the bench, Russell Westbrook, 7 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Now, he was a -10 today, and deservedly so. The offense did not look good with him at all, period. And again, some of this is he's playing with Murray. He's off ball. I get it. But you also had just 1 turnover today, 5 assists. You'd love to see it. But the thing that made Russ salvageable down the stretch is his defense. He came back in for a defensive possession, and basically I think it was Andrew Wiggins, and got a steal immediately. Forced contact with Andrew Wiggins and got a steal immediately. Now, Russ, again, he's going to oscillate offensively and as a shooter because that's just what he is. He's not a consistent offensive player anymore. But 3 of 7 from the field, you can live with it. 1 of 3 from 3, you can live with it. Cool. Great defensive possession and helped them win the game. Julian Strawther, 20 minutes today, 5 points and 3 assists and 1 rebound. He was 1 of 4 from 3, but a really important 3 at the end of the second quarter. And then he was 2 of 7 from the field, but he had 1 steal. He was a -4. But I'm going to tell y'all this right now. 2 of the most impressive rotations by a weak side defender for the Denver Nuggets was Julian Strawther today. Julian Strawther got 2 steals on weak side swings where the ball got thrown to the entry and he came from the weak side, 1, and plucked it out as a steal, and then 2, got a steal on ball. Just a really, really, really great effort from Julian Strawther that made a world of a difference today for the team. A world of a difference. Shout out to Julian Strawther for the improvements he is making as a player. Peyton Watson off the bench, 7 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. He has 7 points on 1 shot, which is obviously sublime. efficiency. 7 points on one shot. He had one three-pointer that he made. He was 4-4 from the free throw line, though. He was 4-4 from the free throw line. Now, he was a minus 17. The bench unit was not good. Nothing about the bench unit worked today. Nothing about the bench unit was good today. Minus 14, that's terrible. That's horrible. Minus 17, that's horrible. Again, he spent a lot of his time without Joker, though. So that's why the minus 17 is going to be where it is. And again, y'all, how were the Nuggets in the first half? Joker winning his minutes where he was a plus 11. I think he was a plus 11 in the first half. Zeke Naji, 5 minutes played, not even 5 minutes. 2 points, gave up multiple offensive rebounds, and was a minus 11 in 5 minutes. Dario Saric all over again. Like, what are we doing? I put this out on Twitter. Aaron Gordon had to play back of 5, y'all, in the fourth quarter when Joker went out. The Denver Nuggets have $45 million this season on just in contracts. $45 million in total contract value for backup 5s, and none of them can play. Noah, you are one of my favorite people on here. Noah, Sarge would have got embarrassed today versus this Golden State Warriors team. He cannot play versus this team. They are completely dependent on movement. Completely dependent on movement. It would have been horrible. And he can't rim protect. And he's not a good enough offensive player. The idea of Zeke, as I told some people inside the media room today, the idea of Zeke is that he's a switch 5 that can hit threes and can run and rebound. But he cannot rebound. He can switch okay, and he's not hitting shots. So just all across the board. Like, what are we doing? I just don't get it. You know, it's $45 million in contract, and Aaron Gordon has to still do that. He has to do his job. So Aaron Gordon got to do his job, and then he has to do their job. That's what doesn't make sense to me. $45 million, you got to be able to get your job done. You have to. And that was it. 9-man rotation, but really it was an 8-man rotation a day. They have to find another player. They have to find a consistent ninth guy, and it's probably going to be a trade. It has to be a trade. It has to. They can't keep doing this. Aaron Gordon, it is not your responsibility in game 19 to have to do that. The Nuggets, they dominated today, y'all. But again, the bench minutes were so bad, it almost didn't matter. The Denver Nuggets, their field goal percent, they shot 51% from the field. Golden State shot 46. The Nuggets shot 46% from 3 on 11 of 24, not 30. And the Warriors shot 32%. The Nuggets shot 80% on 28 of 35 from the free throw line. I think they're still leading the league in free throw rate because they get to the rim at will. The Warriors were 15 to 21 for 71%. The Nuggets shot better from the field, from 3, and from the free throw line. They had 32 assists and 15 turnovers. The Warriors had 36 assists and 14 turnovers. The Nuggets got dominated on the offensive glass, 11-4, and they got dominated on the glass period, 48-38. The Nuggets had 5 blocks and 9 steals, and they had 15 personal fouls to the Warriors 25. The Warriors foul a lot. They've always fouled a lot. That's what they do. But again, I think that speaks to me the frustration at that, even with the fact that the Denver Nuggets outshot them from across the board, they still made this a close game because the bench unit and the non-Joker minutes in particular, y'all, are that atrocious. It has to be fixed as soon as possible. Y'all, make sure y'all like, subscribe, Swipa Gang. Big news coming up in 2025 that I'm working on behind the scenes for y'all. Y'all, you can find me on Locked On Nuggets. You can find me on Players Choice. You can find me on Mile High Sports. You can find me on Bleacher Report. Follow me on Blue Sky at Swipa Cam. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you tap in. We're doing content basically every day for you. Y'all know what time it is, Swipa Gang. I'll see y'all on the other side. We out.